Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to manage your availability on Shoot With Me. On Shoot With Me, you will only get job requests for dates that you have actively made available. It by default is no availability. So if you create your account, you set up a beautiful profile and do everything else the correct way, but don't add any availability, you will never appear in anybody's search results. The reason we do this is so that when studios send you a booking request, it's for a date that you have made available at a certain rate and a certain radius. You don't want to be getting jobs halfway across the country. You want to get jobs within the local radius that you're willing to work without any additional travel pay. So we're going to click into this manage availability section here. And essentially what you can do is you can go through and click any given date that you want to start with. So let's say I want to make myself available on Thursday the 16th. I'm going to click that. You have the option right now to make this repeat or make it not repeat. If I just want to make myself available on February 16th, I would leave this as does not repeat. And I want to make myself available within 60 miles of my zip code. And I want to make myself available as a second shooter. I'm going to put in $50 an hour. And as a lead shooter, let's do $100 an hour. What I can do right now is I can save this, and on the 16th, you can see that I have my availability set at a rate of $50 an hour to second shoot and $100 an hour to lead shoot. If I decide that I no longer want this availability, I can come down to delete availability, or I can click this button first and delete this availability. Okay, I'm going to delete it. Okay, but let's say I want to make this Thursday and the next 10 Thursdays available. How do I do that? Well, I would click does repeat. I want to make it repeat weekly, and I have it set to Thursday. So I can select a specific date I want this to end on. So I could say February 17th, which wouldn't make any sense. Or I want to do after 10 weeks, so 10 occurrences. This will make it so that you can set certain days available for a certain period of time, and you don't have to just do it in perpetuity moving forward. So you can use the after X number of occurrences, which is what I do, or you can have it end on a specific date. There are other people that do that as well. One of the key things that people do oftentimes is they'll select multiple days of the week. So if they want to make themselves available Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the next 10 weeks, they would do it like this, and they can come in here and add their availability. I'm not going to do Friday and Saturday and Sunday. I'm just going to do the Thursday right now. So let's do that. Let me make it $50 an hour and $100 an hour. Okay. So I'm going to save those changes, and you'll see that the 16th, the first day, the second day, the third day, for 10 occurrences. After the 10th occurrence, it stops. Okay, now let's say I want to delete this availability. I can go to delete this availability, and I can just do that one date if I want to, or I can do all recurring dates in this series. So basically that setup that I just made, all Thursdays for the next 10 weeks, I can delete that all in one shot. Delete availability, and it's all gone. That is how you set your availability on Shoot With Me. We recommend setting as much availability as possible so that you'll appear in as many search results as you can. And if you end this video right now, you have 95% of what you need to know for setting your availability. But I'm going to show you a couple more tips and tricks that will make it even better for you. So let's say I want to override my rate. I've been on Shoot With Me for a while. I'm getting hired a lot, and I want to increase my rate because I want to make myself, a little bit more money. What you can do is you can collect the role that you're making yourself at a higher rate. So you can basically say, okay, everywhere in the system that I have availability as a second shooter, I want to, instead of $50, I want to do 55 or 60 or whatever you want to do. You can change it right here and then apply that override. I'm not going to override it because I'm on my actual account right now and I don't want to mess with it. You can also override rates by date. Why would you want to do this? Well, let's look at, I don't know, like December 31st. You don't want to necessarily be working on New Year's Eve. So you might say, okay, I'm going to make myself available on New Year's Eve, but I'm going to do it at a much higher rate. Now, I don't have that available right now. But let's say it was this one date. I could make myself available for a higher rate on that date. I'm going to cancel that. So that's how you would override rates by date, override rates by role. Now, let's say you have a lot of availability, recurring availability in the system, and you book a job off platform, maybe your own client, or maybe somebody, for whatever reason, doesn't book you through Shoot With Me, which that's a whole nother issue. But you can click any given date and then delete that availability. So once that availability is deleted, you'll no longer appear in search results. So a couple last things I want to show you is if you want to have like a rolling increase of your rate for weddings or events on short notice. Let's say it's a Thursday and you get a booking request for that Saturday. Maybe you already started to make plans for Saturday because you're like, hey, I'm 2 days away, I don't have anything going on. Well, you can have the system automatically increase your rate by a certain percentage, X number of days out. So you could increase your rate by 25%, 3 days out from a job. Some people use that tool, some people don't. And you can also have a rolling blackout so that you're not getting booking requests last minute. Maybe that Thursday, you're like, hey, I don't even want to deal with the decline option or having somebody send me a booking request and then I have to decline it. So I'm going to have like a rolling blackout. So you're going to prevent bookings within 3 or 4 days. This prevents you from getting those bookings that are last minute. And then the last thing is your default availability. This is something where globally, this will make your default availability 60-mile radius of whatever zip code you're in. But when you're individually setting availability for a specific date, let's say I'm going to be in, California. I can put in a California zip code for where I'll be so that while I'm away in California, I can appear in local search results. I'm not appearing in search results in the greater Philadelphia area. I'm appearing in search results in California. That is basically everything that we have going on with our availability. We are always updating things and moving things around, making it more streamlined and intuitive. But if you watch this video, have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll give you a hand with whatever you have. Thanks for watching.